Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley, Sheriff Todd Baxter. My name is Chris Chichester. I live at 26 Sanders Farm Drive in Penfield, and I'm demanding public information from you both through Freedom of Information Law document. I have 6 Freedom of Information Law documents I'll read. First document. Quote, the public employee payroll for the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County Jail. That's it. Excuse me, Sheriff Baxter. Can you say, do you know who I am? I'm Mo Green. I made my bones when you were going out with cheerleaders. That, Todd, is language from a fictional gangster. You, Todd, are a non-fictional gangster. Freedom of Information Law. Quote, the public employee payroll for the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. What's not to understand, Madam District Attorney Sandra Doorley? Excuse me, Todd, can you say, send Fredo off to do this, send Fredo off to do that, let Fredo take care of some Mickey Mouse nightclub somewhere, send Fredo to pick somebody up at the airport. I'm your older brother, Mike, and I was stepped over. That, Todd, is language from a fictional gangster. You, Todd, are a non-fictional gangster. Freedom of Information Law. Document. The names and charges of every inmate at Monroe County Jail from January 1, 2018 to December 31, 2018. That's it. Freedom of Information Law. That's the document. That's a public facility, that jail. I want to know who's there. I demand to know who's there. I want to see the name and the charge. So, excuse me, Todd, can you say, it ain't the way I wanted it. I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says, like dumb. I'm smart and I want respect. That, Todd, is language from a fictional gangster. You, Todd, are a non-fictional gangster. Freedom of Information Law. There it is right there. Quote, cost of a surveillance device purchased with taxpayer dollars and affixed to a building at 2025 Penfield Road to monitor Christopher Chichester at 26 Sanders Farm Drive. Walk through the parking lot next to the building. It's your device. It's your camera. You bought it. You installed it at 2025 Penfield Road. Ask Elliot Roth. Ask Nancy Dooley. Ask Rebecca Kurlak. They go into that building and they see it, and I have photos of it, and I sent you the photos of it. And when your deputy whack jobs descended on me for standing in the corner of this parking lot to tell the toothless grass cutter that Nairaj and Layla Kumar Shah don't own that land, the image of me was on the phone of your public employee at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office because you put that device on that building for me, and you're lying about it. So when I use the phrase surveillance device, it's a surveillance device. When I use the phrase camera, it's a camera. Those words are interchangeable. Surveillance device, camera, surveillance device. You bought it, you installed it, I was on it, and you lie about it. It's your freak show. Own your freak show, Todd Baxter. Application for access to records, Freedom of Information Law. Quote, cost for a trip to Atlanta, Georgia for a hotel and boarding for Monroe County Sheriff employee Ryan Fisher to attend the Super Bowl with his canine dog, Lola, on February 3rd, 2019. What are you doing sending your public employee, Ryan Fisher, out of Monroe County, out of New York State, to the Super Bowl? Because he was standing in front of Mercedes-Benz Stadium in uniform with his dog. And if he's in uniform, he's on taxpayer time. How much did you, Todd Baxter, pay for Ryan Fisher to fly from Rochester to Atlanta? How much, Todd Baxter, did you pay for Ryan Fisher to stay in a hotel in Atlanta? How much did you pay for Ryan Fisher's dog, Lola, to be cared for? What was the price of that trip from the taxpayers? And you will refuse to answer. Or was it sponsored by a private enterprise or entity? I don't know, and I'm demanding to know. But he was in uniform. When I was in uniform at the 101st, if you were away from Fort Campbell, you were still on duty. You were a soldier 24/7. Now, I don't know how that works at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. I don't know if you're away from Rochester or Monroe County, you're still a Monroe County Sheriff employee. But he's in uniform. So if he's in uniform with his dog, he's on taxpayer time. He's a Monroe County Sheriff employee. There he is in front of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. What did that trip cost? You do whatever the hell you want, Todd Baxter, with taxpayer dollars. Without taxpayer dollars, you have the same power to act like a fanatic, to act like a lunatic, that one of the cashiers does at your Wegmans Food Market's headquarters. And it's your Wegmans Food Market's headquarters because you always have two of your badge-wearing, gun-carrying, bona-fide jokes sitting alongside the building doing nothing. Why are they always there? They are always there. It is pathetic how your public employees are alongside that building on 2057 Penfield Road. Pathetic. So, Freedom of Information Law, access to records, quote, the cost of taxpayers of Monroe County Sheriff Todd Baxter has suspended taxpayer dollars to settle employment-related discrimination lawsuits for failure to comply with Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Based on my experience with your disgusting, vile, stomach-turning bureaucracy, I have zero doubt that your male employees are sexually harassing your female employees. And that's usually the way it works. The male sexually harasses the female. What do I mean by sexual harassment? Because it has 1,000 different definitions, as I've noted to you. It's a male asking a female out on a date over and over and over, and she says no. It's a male touching a female on parts of her body at work where she doesn't want to be touched. It's a male making vulgar, vile, crude, profane remarks to a female at the office. So, have you, Todd Baxter, settled lawsuits for failure to comply with Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964? Have you done that? I'm demanding to know. If the answer is no, then the answer is no. If the answer is yes, then that's public information and I'm demanding. So what's the answer, Sheriff Todd Baxter? Is it yes or is it no? So, excuse me, Sheriff Baxter, can you say, I despise your masquerade, the dishonest way you pose yourself, you and your whole fucking family. That's language from a fictional gangster. You, Todd, are a non-fictional gangster. So, I'm going to tell you about criminal contempt second. Grass cutting going along all the time here at my residence. That wasn't going on in 2012 when I moved here with beautiful, perfect Laura. I go outside, I'm outside for 30 seconds. I see the toothless grass cutter coming alongside here. I go outside. Suddenly he stops cutting grass because his job is to get me to come out of the house. I look over at Steve Desmond, who's employed by Barcolo Lawn Tree and Lawn Care. He gets on his phone, and then I have 6 of you fanatics here. So you set me up for this concoction of criminal contempt. And I go outside again. Should not be on land you don't own and can't prove you own. And Nairaj and Layla Kumar Shah don't have the documentation that proves that they own the land alongside my house or behind my house where I used to walk my wonderful little guy. So what the hell are you, Todd, the fascist stooge, doing concocting a crime for me when I'm outside for 30 seconds? And have you gone to 2041 Penfield Road and asked Layla Kumar and Nairaj Shah if they have the documentation for the land alongside my house? And you will get nothing. So, I used to walk my wonderful little guy behind his land that they don't own and can't prove they own. 7 years, 4,000 times. The back window flies open. They don't come over here, Nairaj and Layla Kumar Shah, and say, here's the documentation that proves we own this land and stay off that land. And I would say, I've been back there 4,000 times, so I was unaware that you own that land. And that's all they have to do. They don't do that. Their employee, the back window flies open. She's screaming at me. I don't understand what she's saying because I'm so far away. I come into my house. I bring my wonderful little guy I adopted from Lollipop Farm Humane Society into my house. I walk over there to ask what the problem is because people talk, they communicate. And I open the door, and there's this deuce and a half sitting at a desk. And when you can confront people like this, they don't expect it. She refuses to talk to me. And I'm delighted that I scared the hell out of her. Well, what I don't know is that her boss is Neeraj and Layla Kumar Shah. Warner both already got on the phone with you, and you're on your way to my house with animal control. One phone call. You here to seize my dog? Lunatic fringe. So there's a pounding on my door. You know, they don't knock just in a civil way. They don't ring the doorbell. They bang on your door. I'm surprised they didn't do it the old-fashioned way at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and kick my door in. And I have no doubt that you've been kicking doors in your whole life, Todd, the fascist stooge. Why? Because you're a fascist stooge. So there's this pounding on my door. I go to the door, I open it, and there are you, two whack jobs. And there's the animal control guy with a pole in his hand with a noose on it. A pole in his hand with a noose on it. My wonderful little guy is a Shih Tzu. Is he going to wrap that around his neck? And it's this vicious confrontation. And I said, you have to kill me to take my wonderful little guy. And that's the way dog owners are. So, your fanaticism that does not recognize your fanaticism. So, I go to the gym, the now defunct PW Fitness in Penfield. I'm at the back of the gym. There's hardly anybody in this gym. I'm on the bench press. I'm about to do the third set of 10, and Jermaine Benman walks up to me. And Jermaine Benman is the gym psychopath. Jermaine Benman screams when he uses the weights at the gym. This is the way this guy is. He does other things at the gym. 2. So, I'm about to do the third set of 10. Benman motions with his hand like this to get off the machine. I'm already on the machine. I'm on the machine. And I tell Benman, I'll be 30 seconds. So I lean back to continue the exercise. Benman stands over me. His shorts are in my face, and I can see the outline of his small penis. And he has a small penis like you, Todd. So anyway, I lean up to ask him what he's doing. He punches down like this, and my head snaps back. My hand prevents me from landing on the floor. And what I should have done right there is torn his head off, metaphorically. Should have had a fight right there with Jermaine Benman, right there at the gym. That's what should have happened. That's what I should have done. Because there are fights in the United States of America at the gym every day, every hour. Because the gym produces the person that uses the performance-enhancing drug. And I have no doubt that Jermaine Benman is using performance-enhancing drugs because he's the gym psychopath that can't wait 30 seconds to use the apparatus. So, a witness calls the Monroe County Sheriff's Office after this happened. And as I'm walking outside, I'm looking at Benman. And I had to control myself. And I didn't do anything. And I should have. Because if I would have attacked Benman, if there would have been a fight in the gym, what I'm about to tell you would not have happened. I've already told you this, and it doesn't matter how your corrupt hack Andrew Reale behaves. So I go outside. Reale says, wait my vehicle. He walks in front of the vehicle, and he's talking to Benman because he's coaching Benman what to say to me. And I'm watching this unfold in front of me. And I know this is not going to be good for me. He doesn't say anything to me because he's been here because of his parking lot next to my house. So he wants to put the screws to me, your employee, Andrew Reale. He doesn't care about the facts, the circumstances. So Andrew Reale marches Jermaine Benman around to the side of the vehicle. And I look over to my left as I'm sitting in Andrew Reale's police vehicle after Benman just went berserk at the gym. And Jermaine Benman says to me, quote, I want to press charges against you. And that is how Andrew Reale rings me up for harassment second. Sitting in the back seat of his vehicle. How come he hasn't been fired? Andrew Reale should never get his 20 years. If he's doing this to me, if this is the way he behaves, then he's abridging the civil and constitutional rights of other innocent New Yorkers and other innocent citizens and other innocent Americans. So, Michael Radler, you were a Monroe County Sheriff, public employee for 20 years, and then you retired. And then you were rehired as an assistant to Sheriff Baxter. And I have your 2 checks here, Michael. Here's your 2 checks here as a double dipper. That's what I'm accusing you of being, Michael Radler, because you didn't go to the New York State and local retirement system and say, I'm coming out of retirement like Michael Jordan. I was 23. I'm going to be 45. They desperately need me at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. I don't need that check anymore. You didn't do that. That's what I'm accusing you of doing. You have a paycheck from being retired. You were subsequently rehired by Sheriff Baxter. So you, Michael Radler, baby, you got 2 paychecks, double dipper, hack, Michael Radler, and 18 times I sent you a Freedom of Information Law document demanding your public employee payroll, and 18 times you, Michael Radler, refused to comply with the law. So, Michael Radler, as a double dipper, I want to recommend products for you. Here is Kenneth Cole Reaction. Now, you, Michael, have to use 2. I only use 1. I only use this one here because I'm not a double dipper, okay? Now, Michael, when you use this stuff, you're going to smell terrific. So when you're sexually harassing your female employees, you're going to smell terrific wearing this stuff, okay? Now, this Kenneth Cole Reaction, Michael, also comes with the deodorant. And I only use 1, Michael. I only use this one here. But you, as a double dipper, Michael, you got to use 2 of these. You got to use 2 on the left arm and 2 on the right arm. You understand that? As a double dipper, all right? You're going to smell sensational when you're sexually harassing, your female employees. And then, Michael, I have, when you have hair like me, and you're my age, you have all your hair. You have a ton of hair products. And so, I have Suave Firm Control, and I only use this one Suave Firm number 4. I have to have number 4 when you have hair like this, all right? But you, Michael, since you're a double dipper, you're using 2 Suaves, Michael, okay? All right, so double dipper, Michael Radler, your 2 paychecks are using 2 Suaves. You got that, Michael Radler, the double dipper? Now, Michael Radler, it's nasal spray, and I bought this at your Wegmans Food Market's headquarters here. Every once in a while I get a little jammed up here, But, I only use 1 of these, all right? But if you, Michael Radler, get a little jammed up here, you got to use 2 here, okay? All right, there's 2 for you. 1 for one side of the nose and 1 for the other side of the nose. This is the way you, Michael Radler, double dipper, got to use this saline nasal spray, okay? Because you're a double dipper, so we got 2 of these babies here for you, Michael Radler, the double dipper. Now, Michael, if the Kenneth Cole Reaction is not doing anything for you there, and I wouldn't be surprised since I've seen your picture and it's just not going to do anything for you, you got to try harder, all right? Now, I'm going to help you. Now, this product here, I also bought this product at the Wegmans Food Market's headquarters of Sheriff Stooge Baxter, all right? Now, this is Axe Night, all right? I got 2 here, Axe Night. Now, I only need 1. I only use 1. But you, Michael Radler, since you're a double dipper, you're 2 paychecks, all right? You got to use 2 of these babies every morning when you're getting ready to go to the office as an assistant to Sheriff Baxter, all right? An assistant to Sheriff Baxter. So how is it sitting on your little wooden elementary school desk next to Jimmy the intern outside the sheriff's office? I mean, if Sheriff Baxter wants some Haribo gummy bears, do you drive to his Wegmans Food Market's headquarters and get the sheriff some Haribo gummy bears? Is that what you're doing as an assistant to the sheriff? When was the last time you were out on the street, Michael Radler? When was the last time somebody gave you a case? When was the last time you arrested a real criminal, not somebody like me? Huh? Because all you are is a fucking bureaucrat. So, and Michael, I'm from Long Island. Perhaps you could tell by my accent. So, anyway, it's not as bad as it used to be. And when you're from Long Island, you're surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean. Now, I saw this product here, the Ocean for Men. I only use 1 of these, Michael Radler. All right? I only use 1. Now, if you were to buy this product, and if you want to email me, I can mail it to you. You got to use 2 of these, Michael Radler, because you're a double dipper. All right, baby? Use 2 Ocean Michael Radler. All right? You got that? So, now, Sheriff Baxter, what is Andy Dufresne doing in my backyard? You just let another inmate escape from your Monroe County jail. What the hell is going on? Why can't you prevent your inmates from escaping? WHAM. Sheriff Jail Superintendent disciplined after strong hospital inmate escape. You let a 19-year-old pregnant woman escape from strong. This is such a level of stooge incompetence that I have to search for the words because I'm about to fall over in laughter at your stooge incompetence. Aaliyah Burden, the Monroe County Sheriff and Jail Superintendent are being disciplined after an internal investigation regarding an inmate escaping custody back in April. Aaliyah Burden, 19, was an inmate at Monroe County Jail on April 30th when she was taken to Strong Memorial Hospital for an appointment. She was 7 months pregnant at the time. Pardon me. I'm trying not to laugh at your stooge incompetence. Here she is, Aaliyah Burden. There she is, pregnant. There's your escapee, Todd, the fascist stooge. Aaliyah Burden in handcuffs. How the hell do you allow a 19-year-old pregnant woman to escape, Todd, the fascist stooge? Total incompetence, buffoonery. So, I have in my hand here, Todd, the fascist stooge, a photograph of your morning meeting because you get together with your senior staff there. And here you are, right? And you're in your Monroe County Sheriff uniforms. Here you are. There you are right there. And there's Mo, and there's Larry, and there's Curly. And you can see the Monroe County Sheriff uniforms here. And, Mo is pointing at Larry. Larry looks a little afraid here. So, what are you doing here in your uniforms here? This is quite the scene here. And then I also have another photograph, Sheriff Baxter, of another one of your morning meetings here. And here you are doing some dental work here. You see this Mo and Larry doing some dental work there on Curly. All right, what's going on? What are you doing there at your Monroe County Sheriff's Office with your fascist stooges there? I mean, that thing looks pretty dangerous there to be doing dental work at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. I mean, do you have a dental plan, Sheriff Baxter? What the hell's going on here? All right? Yeah, I mean, I suggest that you get a dental plan so you're not doing your own dental surgery at the office. And I have another picture here of Mo, and he's doing the nose honk on Curly here, and it says, you can't fix stupid, all right? See, that's true. You can't fix stupid. Now, Sheriff Baxter, how's your nose honk going? Because I'm very concerned about your nose honk. And I'm also very concerned about your overweight fascist stooges, because I went to MCC, and I ran a 5K. It did really well, won my age group. And there are 4 of your fascist stooges at the gymnasium. What the hell are they doing at MCC after a 5K? I look over at this gym with everybody that ran in the race, nearly everybody, and their friends and family members, and there are your 4 employees at the gym. Why? What are they doing at MCC? Instead of being out on the street or out on the road or out patrolling somewhere, investigating kids, to stand around in uniform talking to each other, doing nothing. And one of these guys is easily 20 pounds overweight. You know why he's 20 pounds overweight, Sheriff Stooge, Todd Baxter? Because he's eating too many of these Twinkies here at your Wegmans Food Market's headquarters. You need to tell your whack jobs to lay off the Twinkies. All right, now I know why your whack jobs are eating these Twinkies here, because it says golden sponge cake with creamy filling. All right? You fall for that every time, the golden sponge cake with creamy filling. Now, above the law, Todd Baxter. I sent you this on May 12, 2019. Todd K. Baxter. Where is your public employee payroll, Todd the fascist stooge? Do you have a mental incapacitation that prevents you from understanding the English language? Are you afflicted with a disability? 18 times I sent you a Freedom of Information Law document that demands your public employee payroll. 18 times you refused to comply with the law. 18 times you arrogantly dismissed the lawful request for how public taxpayer dollars are spent. The Sheriff of Monroe County rejects the law. The Sheriff of Monroe County rejects the law. So, Madam District Attorney, you were on a late-night television murder porn show about Craig and Laura Rideout, and it was called Devil's Bathtub. Devil's Bathtub. What the hell are you doing on TV talking about Craig and Laura Rideout, Sandra Doorley? What is the point of it? The case is done. It's finished. It's over. Why don't you do your job, Sandra Doorley? Kyle Steinbeck, you want to be a judge. So why don't you tell your boss, Sandra Doorley, the next time one of these murder porn producers calls about Craig and Laura Rideout, you tell your boss, Sandra Doorley, to decline, to refuse, and to do her job. That's what you tell her to do. So, Todd, what are you doing? Put down your inflatable girlfriend, all right? have pretend sex with her later. So, and Madam District Attorney, I'm very impressed here with your wedding photograph of your husband. Here you are with your husband, Juan Perón. Here you are. And he's a dictator whack job, just like you, because you're a whack job. You know why you're a whack job? Because you preside over an organization that watches an innocent man go to jail. I go to Penfield Town Court. I have to appear in front of John Lomenzo, who's releasing sexual predator Daniel DeLaus III in Penfield because he has a relationship with Daniel DeLaus II. I'm not guilty of any crime. I go outside to tell the toothless grass cutter they don't own that land. 30 seconds I'm outside. So I'm standing at the podium. I look over at your prosecutor, and I'm waiting for her to start to make an argument because I'm going to interrupt. When she says something that's inaccurate, I will interrupt, and I don't give a damn about what the rules of procedure are. If she says something that's inaccurate, I'm interrupting. I look over. I'm waiting, and she says nothing. Not one word, not one sound, one syllable, nothing. Because I'm not guilty of any crime. John Lomenzo brings the proceeding to an end. I go in the back, and there's Andrew Reale waiting for me. Put your hands behind your back. Conviction, integrity, unit. What a joke, what a lie, what a fraud, what a farce. You have to have integrity in order to recognize integrity. And you, Sandra Doorley, you're bankrupt. You don't have integrity. So, Todd Baxter, refused. Wage and public employee payroll. Where is it? So, Michael Rather, refused. Afraid to open your mail, aren't you, Michael? Why are you afraid to open your mail? You know what's in here. I'm demanding public employee payroll. Above the law at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. So, these parasites, Neeraj and Layla Kumar Shah, it's all grass cutting going on alongside my residence when I moved here in 2012, beautiful, perfect law. And suddenly these parasites from Bacrolo Tree and lawn care are here all the time. Such as on 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning. How would you like it, Todd, if you're sleeping on a Sunday at 7 a.m. with Mrs. Fascist Stooge, and they're here and they wake you up? Well, Laura didn't like it either, and neither did I. And what you're doing is just setting me up. You're concocting a crime for me, and that's exactly what you did. So I'm demanding from Neeraj and Layla Kumar Shah documentation that proves that they own the land that they mow, that they cut. Certified mail return receipt, Neeraj Shah, refused. I just didn't put the stamp on it and send it there. Refused. So, then I did just put the stamp on it and send it there. Neeraj Shah, refused. Neeraj Shah, refused. Change the name. Layla Kumar Shah, refused. Layla Kumar Shah, refused. Layla Kumar Shah, refused. So, I'm outside for 30 seconds to tell them they don't own that land. You 6 fanatics descended on me. 6 of them are here. 6! See, when I'm using words like fanatic and lunatic fringe and vile and disgusting and disgraceful, this is why. There's real crime going on in Monroe County. There's real criminals in Monroe County. There's real criminal behavior going on. There's real law breaking going on. And you got your 6 fanatics standing on my front lawn because I'm outside for 30 seconds to tell a toothless grass cutter that he's cutting grass that has no ownership. And they have yet to prove that they own it, and they're back here constantly. These people are mentally ill. Neeraj and Layla Kumar Shah. I'm going to tell you the first time I met Neeraj Shah. I've walked through this parking lot next to my residence 4,000 times. And I used to see my dentist, Dr. Gloria Nichols, who was at 2041 Penfield Road. She used to say hello. How are you? Because she sees everybody walking through this parking lot. She sees every single person. My neighbors walk through it every single day. There's a constant parade of people going through this parking lot, including on June 30th at Penfield High School for the July 4th festivities when the students from Penfield High School band walked through the parking lot in their band uniforms. 200 people walked through that parking lot after the fireworks at Harris Whalen Park. I watched everybody in front of me walk through that parking lot. I kept walking down Penfield Road because I'm the only New Yorker out of 17.9 million that will be arrested for walking through that parking lot. Where's my 14th Amendment right to equal protection of the laws? Where is it? It vanished. That's where it went. So, I'm accusing you, Sandra Doorley and Todd Baxter, of corruption. I'm accusing you, Sandra Doorley and Todd Baxter, of incompetence. I'm accusing you, Sandra Doorley and Todd Baxter, of fraud. I'm accusing you, Todd Baxter and Sandra Doorley, of moral bankruptcy. I'm accusing you, Todd Baxter and Sandra Doorley, of an inability to separate justice from injustice. Resign.